Israel is pressing forward with its military operations in Gaza. This comes a day after Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu criticized the International Criminal Court's bid to arrest him over accusations of alleged war crimes in the Gaza conflict. President Biden also denounced the move, calling it outrageous. Let's bring in CBS News foreign correspondent Imitaz Tyab, who's with us now from East Jerusalem. Imitaz, great to have you. Thanks for joining. Prime Minister Netanyahu said his country will press forward with its offensive in Rafah despite the international backlash. Where are things right now?
Hey, Lilia. Yeah, look, the short answer is things have gotten from dire to even more dire in the southern city of Rafah. Since the 6th of this month, over 800,000 Palestinians who had been sheltering there. Again, people who had been displaced not once, not twice, but multiple times have now been displaced again because the violence there is only widening. Now, Israel says that it's carrying out a limited operation in Rafah. Israel says that it's only carrying out precision strikes. But if you look at the imagery that's coming out of there, it's anything but. The devastation there has been extraordinary. In fact, across Gaza over the past 24 hours, 85 Palestinians have been killed in Israeli strikes. 85 over the past 24 hours. And it comes as UNRWA, the UN agency in Gaza assisting Palestinians, has had to suspend operations in Rafah as well because the violence there is only increasing.
The images we're watching, Imitaz, are all, or many provided by the IDF. Israeli officials continue limiting the information coming out of Gaza, now seizing the Associated Press's camera equipment, including a live shot of northern Gaza. What do we know about this move?
Yeah, it's an extremely alarming situation and really calls into question press freedom here in Israel. As you rightly point out, that most of what we see in Gaza is from, frankly, heroic Palestinian journalists and, of course, from the Israeli military, who provides us with handouts. What you don't have is independent journalists, international journalists, operating freely inside Gaza because Israel won't allow us in. And the southern border crossing, which is now in control of Israel, but normally in control by Egypt, Egypt has also prevented independent journalists from coming in. And yet, we do have the media operating here in Israel. That includes the Associated Press, which is an American wire agency. It is obviously one of the most reputable and respected wire agencies in the world, which has done incredible work. And one of its live feeds of southern Israel, which any of its clients can use. That includes us at CBS, but it also includes companies like Al Jazeera. Al Jazeera was running one of its live feeds, and Israel used that, at least apparently, as a pretext in order to go into the Associated Press's base in southern Israel, confiscate the camera and other equipment under this law that they passed a few weeks ago, which shuttered Al Jazeera. Again, part of another example of this growing sense that press freedoms in Israel is shrinking. Now, very quickly, I do want to read out a statement from the Associated Press, which says the shutdown was not based on the content of the feed, but rather an abusive use by the Israeli government of the country's new foreign broadcaster law. We urge the Israeli authorities to return our equipment and to enable us to reinstate our live feed. We're also hearing from opposition politicians here in Israel who are furious at this move by the government. Yair Lapid, the main opposition leader, has said this: "This was an act of madness." He went on to say, "This government acts as if it has decided to make sure at any cost that Israel will be shunned all over the world." That is Yair Lapid, Israel's opposition leader, very angry, clearly, at this decision by the Israeli government to confiscate the Associated Press's equipment while they were broadcasting from inside Israel.
Alarming indeed. Imitaz, thank you.